Okay, so what was we seen in yesterday in our so class? We have seen some, so some procurement categories we have prepared, and so we have prepared some prepayments and settlements, right? Except prepayment, guys, so procurement category, so let's create our own procurement category, and so we'll try to acquire, so we'll try to make one prepayment. Okay. Hmm. Procurement and sourcing. Procurement categories. Okay, so here let's create our new procurement category. Okay, then we'll just create it. Edit. New category. Prepayment. Okay. This is fine. Classify tangible products and if you want to add the products also you can add. Attributes also you can add. Okay. Save this one. You can add this one into your group directly. Okay. So now, so I'll go to my accounts payables. Okay. All purchase orders. But before that, this category needs to be added, right? This category needs to be added in your posting, or so your offset. Where is your purchase order? Prepayment. Here, edit this, and then new one, add category. Select your category, which is your prepayment. This is your new category, right? And add it. I'll take some. So this one. Now I'll go ahead and do some prepayment journal. Not prepayment journal, so I'll create, or so I'll make some prepayment through PO. Okay, so I don't select any of the item here directly. What I'll do, I'll directly take my procurement category. Prepayment. Quantity 1 and unit. Unit price is okay. So 2000 and quantity, if I, okay, let it be 1, since so it's a prepayment we are so saying. Okay, so this is done, so I'll confirm this one. Okay, I'll go to receipt lab. I don't do so all this receipt, guys. So if I don't do all these receipts also, so since so I'm raising my prepayment invoice directly, I can go ahead and so uh, raise this invoice. Okay, that is prepayment.
Rashekar,
Yes.
what is the difference between yesterday which we processed the prepayment and today we are processing?
Yesterday there was one predefined one is there, so we have selected that one. Now so we just created our own prepayment and we are creating same one. So same, nothing is different. So just we created ourselves and we are doing it. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
and also Rashekar, here you just in actions,
Hmm.
go back. You clicked on the confirm, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, there was one finalize in down. There was a finalize option.
Say
What is it?
say this finalization not required. So why this finalization is so suppose you have multiple lines here. You have multiple lines here, and so you wanted to confirm only one thing, and you wanted to finalize this one. Okay, in that case, it will be useful. Also, so if you don't finalize this one, also still it will get confirmed. Okay, this is
Okay,
just
clear,
optional.
Rash.
So you no need to worry much about this. Okay,
Okay, Rash.
yeah, and receipt list. Some GRN, so and so okay.
Rashekar, in this one, we have not mentioned the product name, right? But when it was came into GRN, when it was taken as
This
MRF, that's
kind
fine.
of some prepayment, so related to some services or so some different kind of things. Okay.
So
Some
we can
suppose you have given for car rental, you have given for some services. Okay. So in that case, this kind of invoices you can raise. Okay. So I'm saying again now I'll raise this invoice. You can just okay, this is other kind of so invoice you are raising for your services. Okay. Now there is one more thing, so you may ask, so Raj, I don't want this procurement category, so I just directly I wanted to so raise my prepayment invoice to my vendor. Okay, so what is it? Account number for transaction type. Okay, we haven't given this one. Given right. Okay, this category also needs to be defined. Okay. It will take some time for update. That's okay. So meantime, so we'll see. So one prepayment where so we can define without a procurement category. Okay. So what I'll do, I also create some posting profile accounts. Okay. I'll go to my posting profile accounts. Prepay. Payments, and what you do, just give the account same way how you have given for this one, and I'll take some accounts here, some summary accounts, and I'll take group local only. I'll give my summary account directly. I'll take it also, that not required to give some liquidity account. Summary account is main, guys. So these all, so just so it will pick up in the background, but so your the entry level it will pick up. Okay, your offset account. Okay, give your arrival account also, and if you want to give your sales tax also, you can give. Okay, I'll save this one. Now I have defined my prepayments as well. Okay, so what I'll do, I also needs to define at the parameter level. Okay. Okay, you have here payment. Where is it? Prepayment. Just select your prepayment posting profile and notification. This is fine. Save this one. Now just go ahead and do your purchase order. Okay, so take your vendor, site and warehouse. Say okay. Tires, and here, so also you just define your, just don't this one, take your prepayment, just okay, so take your tires only, and quantity just define, and unit price also just give some 5 quantity, unit price is 3000. Okay, and here in the purchase order you have prepayment. Okay, so that here some prepay, some fixed stuff for some 10,000. Here category some pre-up, and I'll take. Okay, I'll save this one. Okay, now so I'll save this one. I will go to my purchase order. I'll confirm this one. See guys, so yesterday we haven't taken, so our own things, so today we have defined all our own thing, and we are just selecting our purchase orders. If you want to remove your purchase order also, you can still remove. Okay. And then, so I don't want to, so receive anything. I'll just directly, I wanted to make, so prepayment invoice now. Okay. I'll just, go to prepayment invoice. I'll say, okay. So, sorry. So I'll just take this one. I'll go to prepayment invoice. Here say no, so it will ask, so complete quantity, just say no, so that it will pick up whatever the quantity you are going to post for the prepayment invoice. Prepay. Something, just give the number. Okay, give all this information, and so just click on the update. See, I haven't received my quantity, but still, so I'm making a prepayment to my vendors. Okay, so past, and I'll post this one. Okay, so now I have made my prepayment. You can see the journal also. Okay, so sometimes it will not transfer. So what you do, just go to general ledger, periodic, subledger is not a transfer. General ledger parameters, batch transferals, asynchronous. This is scheduled batch only. Okay, so we'll see, so why this journal is not coming here. Voucher has to appear. Okay, you can see the view distributions as well here, because so this is just prepayment journal. Okay, you haven't done any payment on this one, so it is not coming. I'll just now so again same process. You can so you have just raised the prepayment invoice. Now what you need to do, you need to make a payment to that. Just go ahead and make a payment, and okay, just select your and go to settle transactions. Select your prepayment. So okay, then and also select your bank, and you can also validate this one. Okay, method of payment also, if you want to select, you can select. Okay, and also there are multiple other things also here, guys. If you see here, just try to insert here, add columns. You can see here these all things, so still it is available. Okay, you have cash discounts also, insert. Okay, try to create one cash discounts also, and we'll give. Okay, so just give some 2% cash discount. Why this cash discounts arrives, guys? So suppose uh, your suppliers, so they may offer you suppose, but so you supposed to pay within, you have term days of 60 days. Okay, if you pay within 30 days, okay, so you will be eligible for 2% cash discounts. Okay, in that case, so you can give this net discount code. Just create some net discount code also. Cash discount, so 30 days. Just give some 30 days. This is not required. Okay, and here, so just give how many days, so 1 month, 30 days. Discount percentage 2%. Okay, and the main account for the customer discounts, any discount account is a discount allowed, that is it. There are two types of discounts, one is discount received, one is discount allowed. So allowed, or so you are going to receive from your customer or a client. Okay, what is it? Main account for them. Okay, so now it's okay. I have done this one. Close this, and you can add your discount here. Okay, 30 days discount, or else you can so define it as 2 days discount also, 2% discount also, you can do it. Better what we do, change this to, you can't change it, that's okay. You guys so you can give so 2% discount or something. Okay, so now just validate this one. Okay, so if you want to see your print vendor payment journal, let's see that. Vendor journal. And before posting only, you can see how the journal looks like. Okay. It's taking more time. Okay, you can see here, guys. This is so your journal, how debit and credit entries will be look like. Okay, so I'll post this one and we'll see the actual entry also. Okay, so I have posted. Let me see the voucher as well. See, you can see the voucher as well here. If you see the transaction origin, you can see the transaction origin also here. Okay. Okay, so this is the prepayment you are trying to clear it. Okay, and then what else? Okay, so the payment level there is so another thing, guys. So the check payments. Okay, vendor payment journal. And so the bank level you also needs to be so you can also make it check payments. Okay, so for that so we need to go back to we need some bank setups. Okay, okay, cash and bank collapsal setups. Sorry, some bank accounts. Okay, so now here, okay, so we have whenever I wanted to so make a payment, so I wanted to make some check payments as well. Okay, so I wanted to make some check payments. Okay, so for check payments, I wanted to create some so every time so checks needs to be created or check needs to be issued by your banks only, right? So for that reason so go to setup, layout, check layout. First you need to create some check layout. Okay, just edit here. There are two types, guys. One is free and other one is fixed. If you just give the fixed so check number will be pick up automatically, or so if you give free so you can so edit check numbers whenever you want. Okay, then so you can create use check format. Yes, let it be. Okay, and generic electronic export format, I don't want that. Okay, so this is fine. Prefix all other stuff. And then paper length, you have to define some paper length also, guys. You always have to define paper length. And standard system will allow 92.89. Okay, so this is the length so Dynamics will allow, our system will allow. Okay, these all so however you want you can adjust this one. Okay, and so you can keep it and fine. Buying setup, so what all you want in so in the check name, or so and on your check layout, so I want a bank name also to be appear, bank account needs to appear, bank number also, company number, logo, whatever I want I can just I can take it. Okay, and then these all you can define so one by one whatever the details you want, code level. Okay, if you want to add signature also in your check layout, you can define so your signatures here. Okay, you can just change here, just click here, it will ask so that browse option, you can add that. Okay, how many copies you want so you can just take these copies so how you want you can take it. Just once you're done, just click on the print test. Okay, so negotiable print check format. Okay, so you can see check layout here. Okay, this is how your check looks like, guys, so but also remember, so this can be customized every time, so this is just, so standard format providing by your, so your dynamic system, but this can be editable, so with help of your technical. Okay, so this is what, okay, your check layout has been defined, and now one payment method also needs to be created. Okay, accounts payable payment methods of payment. Just select some payments, and then here select method, so sorry, payment status, you can select whatever you want, send or whatever you want, and payment type, just select as check. Okay, and then okay, so here come and take, so your bank. Okay, also here select your bank. Okay, and if you want to take some bridging account also, you can take some bank account, some euro bank account. Okay, type how, so your bank transaction type, so whether it is a, so EFT or, so whatever the transaction type, still you can define here. Okay, okay, so once you have done this one, just save it. Here again there is one more setup. Okay, so just come here, click on the setup, select check here, save and close. Okay, and select your bank format. Check format needs to be generate. If you generate, okay, I have defined check, I have defined return format also. If you want, you can just do it, export, so generate export format, invoice update, all this. Export format configuration, this is all, so not required, but so since you have given check, right? Okay, fine. What you have done, you have created also, you have here, so payment control, so what all needs to be appear, so when you are, so taking your check, so offset is mandatory, I'll take, so I'll check number also, I'll take it, transaction type also, if I want I can keep it. Okay, and payment attribute side also. Okay, I'll save this one now, and then I'll go back, I'll go to my I'll go to some vendor payment journal or general ledger, any one. I'll take my bank, Citibank, method is check payment. Okay, now you can see here the check number is not there. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go and generate the payments. Okay, so method is check, and I'll go here, export format, check format, bank account, I'll take my bank account. Okay. Now I'll just click OK to generate. see here, so the check number has came, so number of blank checks, how many number of blank checks you want, and here also it came, so from when. So I just want one 10 blank checks also I want. I can give some 5 blank checks. Okay, if you want, here you can change the number also. Okay, okay, and payment advice you want. Yes, I want a payment advice. Okay, use print management. No, I don't want to use this. Okay, so also here, if you want to see the document level, so if you want to keep it at the screen level, yes. Okay, and then these all fine. I'll say okay. Generate check payment may be generated only in the currency at the bank. Okay, so what system is saying, boss, so your check payments will be done only in your bank currency, whatever you have been defined. Okay, so it is euro currency, right? Okay, so just go to generate payments, take it, payment advice 1, and then just keep it here. This is at screen level. So okay, okay, so this has came at the screen level as well. You can see here the payment, so there are some, so setups needed, so the customization required. That's why, so payment advice not come. So when you are at your implementation stage, you need to, so customize all these fields. Okay, just close this one, and this is okay to generate. Now, so you can see your check number also. Blank checks are 5 I have given, so the 6th one, it's been picked up here. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll save this one. When pay cannot be changed or deleted. Okay, system is saying, so once you posted, it can't be deleted. Yes, I don't want to delete. Simulate posting. Operation is completed. General batch number first. Bank transaction type not specified. For the voucher series, you must type that. Okay, so bank transaction types needs to be specified. Okay, so what I'll do, bank transaction type, I will go to payment. This is, so system gave warning, right? So while you doing that, so it can't be edited. So what we'll do, yeah, payment method. Accounts payable, method of payment. I'll select some method. Okay, now I'll just go ahead. operation completed, but the transaction type is not there, but that is still fine. Okay, so that is some optional. I have posted my bank payment. You can see here the check payment, check number has been generated, and so I have paid through my check. Okay, now so how the check layout should be, and so also the checks numbers, how it's been created, we'll see. Where is my cash and bank management? Bank accounts. You can see at the check numbers. So manage customers checks. You can see here there are 6 checks has been generated. Okay, the 6th one, it's been paid to some vendor. This is the vendor, it's been paid. Okay, clear guys? Any doubts on the check payments?
Rashekar, why we have selected that many blank checks actually?
I just created to show you guys, so it's
Okay.
not mandatory. If you want
Okay.
to use the first check only, you can use first check only. That's not an issue.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now, so you can see the transactions also here, so how the checks has been created. I don't know why this is not coming. Okay. Also, you have option here in the checks place, cash and bank, payment reversals, checks. You have checks here. Okay, so also what you can do, deposits, payment, check reversal. You have check reversals here option. Suppose you wrongly paid this check to your vendor. Okay, so but later you realized, so I shouldn't, so I'm not supposed to, paid this to my vendor, so I can reverse it here. I can reverse it and just whatever the checks it's been there, it will appear here. Show user created, what happened? Okay, so check reversal. Once you reversed here, it will come. So what I'll do, I'll go here, this one, delete check reversals. This one I wanted to if I wanted to delete check, so I can delete these checks, how many numbers I want, but also need some check deposits, letter of credit, setups. Okay, that's fine, so we also can reverse this check. I'll see, I'll show you tomorrow class how we can reverse this one. Okay, you can create, if you want to so create checks, you can create checks here itself, and suppose this is my bank account. Okay, so from 6 till 6 we have created, right? From 7 to quantity, how many checks I want some 10 checks I want. Okay, bank account must have check method fixed. Okay, see guys, so what system is saying, at the creation of your layout, so if you keep the method as fixed instead of free, we have keep as free, right? If you give so fixed, so you can generate that, so all the check numbers directly here. Okay, that is one more thing. Okay, any doubts on this check payments, guys? Yes, no? You can see all the check related information, to whom we have paid, and so all this information, remittance information also you can see. Okay. What else we missed in this one in AP side?
Rashekar,
Yeah.
in payment, if we give only future dated, then it will be called as post dated check, right?
Say I'll come to post dated checks, side. Don't worry.
That is a different process.
That is different process.
While posting this check payment, if we give the future date, it will automatically considered as a post date or not?
See, it needs some setups. Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you go here, we have some post dated checks. No, so there are some parameters needs to be enabled, and then so you can so give future date. Okay, so also
All right.
so there are separate process altogether. Okay, I'll show that. Don't worry.
Okay. When posting this check, if you selected the assume we haven't set the parameters for PDS. While posting a normal check, if we select a future date payment, what will it will give us a error?
You can't give future date, no, here. If you just go to lines, just suppose this payment I'm doing it here, some amount, some bank I'll take. Here it is a check method of payment, check payment. Okay, how you give here future dated? So this is the checks you have been generated to make instantly, not for future date.
In first line, we have date for.
This is payment date. This is a payment date what you are doing currently. Okay, if you give the future date, okay, so let me give some future date. Okay, so but still so whatever you give, okay, let me show in the practical. Okay, so the check one, fine. I'm going to use 7th one only, fine. I don't, I'm in blank check. To generate a currency, sorry. Okay, I'm doing this one. See, so still, so system can post, because so the transaction level, the payment level you have been given, but this a check is instant check. Though you give so payment date in future, or so whenever you want, but this check is you're making so instantly. If this payment, if you want to so make it tomorrow only, or so if you give date as for future date 31st, if you give tomorrow also, so this check will be accepted. Understood what I'm saying, Syed?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So check is so completely post dated is completely different. So where you're going to make payment to your vendor in the future. So when actuals arise, so you're going to they are going to claim that check. But this one they can go ahead and claim tomorrow itself. But this is just a
You mean
transaction
to say
date. This
this
is just your payment posting date. You are giving date.
you mean to say this is a kind of open check?
Yes, this is open check. So they can so go ahead and so claim anytime.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Okay. So what we missed here in the setup level, method of payments we have seen, payment days you have seen, so how many days we can, so whether it is 30 days or, so weekly or how we want, so we can do it. Okay. And payment schedules will cover tomorrow class. Okay. This is also interesting topics, so what is this payment schedule, guys? So you know what, suppose, my supplier, so due to some recessions, due to my, so due to some, now we are in COVID situations, right? He might give some flexibility for us to, so pay in some EMI method. Okay, in generic way, so some EMI method. Okay, suppose he might give us, so bus, so this is your invoice amount, but you can make it, you can pay me in 6 installments. So how you can do it, so payment schedule, you can take it 6 week, or so I can take some 4 week, or 4 months. Okay, so here you can give, so the total amount, yes, so total amount or fixed amount or how much ever you want, so you can take it. So I'll take it this one for the total only at this point, or else, so what I can take, some fixed amount I can give, some fixed amount I wanted to pay every month. Okay, so the days or months I can give months. Charge change is not required. A number of payments you can give, a number of amount in transaction currency, how much, so you can define, so how much you are going to make on every month. Okay, so that also you can give. And so maximum amount, how much you can give, minimum, maximum and minimum amounts you can give. Okay, again minimum amount, installment level, how much installment you wanted to make on every month. Okay, flexi plan, if you just take flexi plan, and so you can give, so again the installments, how many installments you can give it. Okay, so you can give 4 installments. The maximum value must be greater than the minimum value. Here you have installments, right? So that is the reason here. Proportionally, or so I'll give some here days. If I give the days, accordingly I need to give the days as well. Okay, you have here payment lines also, guys. Here if you see here, so if I take, so some specified, I need to specify however I want. I can specify here. Okay, I'll take it on the monthly wise. Okay, the first month how much I pay, how much percentage I need to pay, some 30% I'll pay. And the second month some 30% I'll pay. And third month I'll pay some 40%. Okay, so like this also you can specify and you can give it. Okay, this is how, so kind of installments in your payment schedule. Okay, and what else, terms of payments we have seen, so some 30 days how we need to pay. Okay, some cash discounts we have seen, how we can create this cash. Yeah, yeah, tell me, sir.
Rashika, there was an option for percent. Can't we give a fixed amount over there?
In payment schedules?
Yes, in payment schedules, in drop down you have selected for the percent of amount. Okay.
Percent of amount. Yeah, here. Okay. Here
Side.
amount also
Okay.
you can give. Amount also you can give.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. It's all, so flexible how, so client want. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, so cash discounts we have seen, so how, so cash discounts, whether 2% or cash discount, or 2% discount, 5% cash discount. You can give, so what is the percent here? Some 2% or 3%, however, and here you need to define the accounts as well. Some discounts accounts. Okay, so you can define your accounts as well and just close it. Payment fees. See, payment fees again, guys, at the bank level, if you're, so making some fees to your, to your, what do you say, your vendors or suppliers, so there would be some percentage of fees will be charged by your banks, right? Give some 5% of fees. Bank fees. Fees, so you can give a fee description. Bank fees and vendor level, you can define it at vendor level or ledger. I'll keep it at ledger. Charges. Type, I'll take some vendor disbursement. Okay, I'll give it now. Payment fee setup. Here, table Citibank I'll give, and also not method of payment is my electronic payment. Specification, if I want, I will select. My currency, if I want whatever the currency, I'll give it AED only. Percentage. How much percentage fee you want? So I'll keep some 5%. Okay. I have done. Okay, I'll close this one now. I have defined, so whenever I take that bank payment fees, okay, I'll go to my vendor payment channel. I'm giving. So bank I have selected, and my offset account is bank, and my method of payment is electronic payments. Okay, so now I'll save this one. You can see here payment fees. Okay, so for 90,000, 5% bank fees, and it is 4,500. Okay, so and if you want to so define your taxes also on your bank fees, you can still define. Okay, so now you can post this one. Just a minute, there was some error. We'll see what is it. You must select a business unit field in the combination. Yes, anyone can help me to fix this one? This is very known one. So last time also we fixed this. What is it? No idea.
Rashid, this fixed amount to which account it has to be get posted, that account we need to do it, right? The charges
What
for
we need to do?
this one bank charges, what we are doing it out, right? So that amount has to go to some specific accounts, right? To which account it has to go, and all
Account
that
we
account.
already defined, but so what it is saying, you must select a value in the business unit field. You must select a value in the business unit field. Okay,
if I'm not wrong, we have to select the ledger for that, actually ledger account.
No, it's not ledger. See guys, so business, what is business unit?
It's a financial dimension.
Right, exactly. Financial business unit field means dimension value, right?
Yeah.
This is very known issue, guys. So every time you always, even in your practice also you get these kind of errors. So when you see these kind of errors, you must select a value in your business unit or cost center, or your division, whatever your dimension you have defined. So which means you have to select, you have to define the values in your the dimension values in your in your business unit or cost center. Because if I don't give as so optional, it will not ask. If you see here in your accounting structure, where is your accounting structure, where I can say accounting structure, guys?
General ledger.
Where I can see?
Chart of account structures.
So here, okay, so this is the account level I have taken. So this account will come under this section. And for this section, business unit and cost center, what we have kept? We have kept as
Default.
mandatory.
Mandatory.
Yeah, we kept as mandatory. So that's the reason system is saying, boss, so you kept, so your business unit and cost center is mandatory, but you still, you did not updated this two fields. If you keep here as optional, still, so system will not ask. Okay, since you have kept them as so mandatory, it is asking. Okay, that is what even your error is saying. Sorry, that is what even your error is saying, right? If you see here, so that is what your system is saying. The first place, so what is saying? Combination of business unit, right? Business unit. Combination of business unit. Business unit you kept as mandatory. Okay, so what you need to do now? How you fix this, guys? We just need to select the values, that's it. If we select the values, it will pick up. I'll go here, I'll save this one. If you fix this one, just so you'll become a consultant, that's it. I'll post this one. Okay. Any doubts on the payment fees, guys? No? Yes? Okay, fine. So then cover page for payment report. This is just so cover page. So this is not record how you want this all information at your payment report. Okay. And payment calendar, how you want so your payment calendar. So when you're making the payment, so only till only till Monday to Friday you want to make payment, or so Saturday also you want to make a payment, that you can define it here. If you just define it here, so these days you can't make a payment, or you want to make only payments to Saturday, Sunday, you can just still do that. Okay. And payment calendar configuration, this is just configurations here again. Okay, how you want this is so usually not required, how you want this. Okay, payment setups are fine. Charge setups, charge codes, so the charges, guys, so we have seen, right, these charges also we can define it here, and also we can tomorrow we'll see so how these charges we can be done, and how we can assign to our item, or how we can assign to our payments. Okay. Okay, so tomorrow we'll just complete our AP module, guys. Okay, so we'll see this report level and so all other things, and we'll close our AP things tomorrow. Okay, any doubts?
Rajshekar, I have
Yes.
a doubt with regarding to the check, Shekhar.
Hmm.
See, normally there will be a different kind of crossing, right? It's like account pay checks, blank checks, like kind of. So
Hmm.
can we set up here as well?
Where?
The
No.
checks
So
column.
what kind of checks you want? Just blank checks.
Okay.
No, just
So
blank checks we have
we
seen. No, we have created some blank checks here, right? That's the reason initially I have given 5 blank checks and sixth one I have made. I have also taken for the payment. You can
okay.
see here.
There are different types of crossing, right? Like account pay checks, kind of. So can we define here as well?
Account pay checks.
Yeah. Yeah.
TJ, those all I think we had to define by uh, PDS. Rashikar, he's
Mhm.
talking about the PDS. You showed us open checks, right? He is
Huh.
telling account pay check means cross check.
Okay, so understood. So in your in that case, design. So see here, we have post dated checks option here. So that will cover it in the later stages. So it needs some setups. Okay, so it
Okay.
needs some setups. So we'll cover that in the further classes. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Any further questions, guys, before we wind up? Okay. Cool then.